Hey guys, Jay here. So in this video today, I want to show you basically the manifest weapon, the note that we have with the Smith of Kitava. Well, I thought it would be cooler, but right now we can have up to 3 types of weapon. Obviously, if the game has like spear, flail, axe, and more martial weapon, we should be able to get more. But right here, right now, we have spear, we have maces, and we have quarterstaff. And basically, these are just like a version of your actual weapon. So it will have the exact damage of your weapon as the base damage. How do I know that? Because I tested it out with a flat elemental damage weapon. I don't have any additional source of elemental damage weapon in gems in anywhere. I just put this one on. For example, if you see here, right? If I put this one on, this is now a staff, and you will see that the damage that it ditched out is, it started to go elemental, basically. Okay, I need to find some sort of monster. And the damage, by the way, right here, my character have a decent amount of strength, which technically scale the damage of the manifest weapon, but it seems like it's not doing a lot of damage. It seems like it is not a lot of damage, as you can see there. Granted that the staff here is actually very bad. What this staff actually do is it will do a quick sweep like that. You can see it's a little AoE attack that does not really do much, if I'm being honest. And that is the staff. The second thing is the spear. So if you change your weapon, you will immediately goes to a spear, and what the spear does is it has a skill called a lunge. So it is this thing here. Basically, it will just charge and stab an enemy whenever there's something in range, and the range is actually pretty far away. So let me see here. There you can see it goes from here to here, and it will start stabbing, but it doesn't seem to do a lot of damage. Granted that this spear that I am using is actually pretty damn good for my level. As you can see there, I deals quite a lot of damage with my character. Maybe if we actually scale the minion damage, it will be better. But from all the numbers that I've seen here, from everything that I have saw on the mechanic of the skill, I actually don't think that this skill have like a lot of potential or anything. Let me just use a mace. Okay, let me just use this mace, right? The damage of both is kind of bad. So let's just use a mace, and you will see what it does. It do a very slow charge. Okay, this is not a good place to actually test out this weapon. Maybe I should go back to the spear very quickly. But yeah, I want to show you the charge. Right, there it is. It is relatively small as well, and it is going to continuously using a normal attack to hit whatever is in the range. So if I put this spear back on, I can start getting this fight. And yeah, let me just actually try to deal with this guy. Okay, he is not doing anything to me, so we're good over there. Okay, that hurts. Let's just get some life back. The good thing about this character is it has quite a lot of life for the stage that it is in, because I do have a decent amount of strength. So I have a lot of life, and yeah, I just don't really get one-shotted. I'm not immortal by any mean, but most of the things in the campaign cannot one-shot me, so I will always have time to deal with most things, basically. And yeah, that is the Colossus. This is level 54, by the way. So, well, a little bit disappointing for the manifested weapon, in my opinion. Let me know if you actually messed up with this skill and actually find something cool with it. But from all that I see, the manifest weapon seems to be very underwhelming right now. It seems to be super undertuned. It does have a perk of being an immortal minion, so you don't need to worry about the survivability of the minion at all. However, because you only have one manifest weapon, and another downside, by the way, this skill actually, if you look at it on the skill here, you can look at the information, and you will know that this one is actually also a companion, which means we cannot get another companion, unless you take this node, but it does lower your character defense, and it actually is very far away, so it takes quite some investment to get there. So anyway, manifest weapon seems to be bad. So yeah, let me know if you actually find something useful to use this one with. Maybe it can still like apply a debuff of some sort. Maybe if you play around having multiple elemental ailment statuses, maybe you can use the minion to apply that. Maybe you can use it to apply exposure or stuff like that. But the best case scenario for me to think about this skill from the numbers and from the performance that I've seen so far, granted that is a very limited amount of testing, I think it is like a utility skill at most. So you don't need to worry about it having downtime. It does stay there all the time, but it is very, very weak to be using as a main skill. So yeah, manifest weapon, kind of bad. Peace.